This is a very unusual slot machine from Aruze that I first saw at the Global Gaming Conference, or G2E, in 2019. And I had a chance to play it in downtown Las Vegas in mid-February. Now, if you are familiar with how pachinko machines work, they kind of mimic a slot machine if you manage to get a pachinko ball into some special slots and line certain things up. In this particular case, what you're hoping to do is get a ball in the area where the clown is, and then get it into the center to trigger the wheel spin. And the wheel spin can give you, a cash prize value or a jackpot, or the break the bank game. Now, if you do manage to get the break the bank game, that allows you to open up a whole bunch of free spins, or shall we call them free pachinko balls. And those, of course, can then add up to more cash value prizes. But the number of balls that you get kind of accumulates. It's a little bit like a progressive, so you'll want to take a look at how many balls have accumulated at each of the bet levels before you start to play. Now, I chose to play at only 20 cents a pachinko ball, which might sound like a pretty small bet until you realize that you're firing off these balls in a fairly rapid order, and so that money goes by pretty fast. And in fact, the first session I played for a while at 50 cents a pachinko ball, and that money disappeared pretty quickly. It also turns out that at 50 cents you only had 10 coins in the coin bank, whereas the 20-cent bet level had 32, so it seemed like a little bit better deal. Also, in that first session where I was playing at 50 cents a pachinko ball, I thought it made some kind of difference where you shoot the ball. You'll notice that the ball kind of shoots in different directions depending upon when you press the spin button. But after a while, I quickly realized that really didn't make any difference. So now I'll let you just watch the game for a while. Now, these two sessions actually were about 30 minutes in length, but I am editing it to get it a little bit shorter for you. But before I do that, let me mention that I'm going to share some secrets about the actual pachinko games in Japan at the end of this video. You'll notice that some of the balls have a multiplier attached to them. Now, if you're looking to play this game, it was in the D Casino in downtown Las Vegas, and I played it in February in 2020. So now some details about pachinko games in Japan, where it is illegal to gamble for actual money on pachinko games. And you might be wondering, therefore, why is the game so popular in Japan? Well, it turns out that if you win big, you actually can win money, but you have to know why and how. So the first thing is the pachinko balls are worth some credits, and if you get the pachinko ball in a special area of the pachinko game, you know, things kind of bust open and loose, and big doors open up, and all kinds of pachinko balls start to fall into your tray. And so you have to collect these balls into these special buckets, and you might want to know where the little slider button is to make the collection of the pachinko balls easier. Otherwise you're going to be scooping it around and getting pachinko balls all over the floor, and that happened to me the first time before I figured things out. Now, you then take your pachinko balls in these big buckets to the back of the room where you exchange it for either cash or prizes. Now, if you don't have very many, maybe just get a candy bar or two. But if you have a lot, you're going to get some kind of a strange item. In my case, the very first time, it was 3 packets of cigarette lighter flints. Another time I played it, it was packets of handkerchiefs. And you now have to go to find the special place where you exchange these for money. Now, oftentimes there will be a small sign, maybe in Japanese, tacked up somewhere outside of the pachinko parlor, and maybe with an arrow. You got to follow that, or you have to follow somebody that's already won. That's probably the easiest way. And in my case, the first time I had to go down an alley, down another alley, and up some stairs. Ended up in a dark room, and there was a window. And I put the cigarette lighter flints in the window, and out came 3,000 yen, which was about $30. In your case, well, you'll have to just figure it out on your own, and good luck. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe so you won't miss a video, and visit our website to learn more about slots and casinos. If you like this video, please give it a like, and we'll also answer your questions and comments.